In this video, I'll guide you step by step into making your first Drake beat in FL Studio 21 using nothing but stock plugins. Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. If you don't know me, I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. We train over 1 million producers around the world. I want to thank you. They've gone to work with Drake, Kanye West, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, French Montana, Young Thug, YG, Lil Baby, Polo G, Trippie Redd, J. Cole, on and on and on. Long list of folks. Shout out to you guys. I will give you the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Here's the chord progression we're going to use. I already mapped out the sounds for you, so no worries. First sound is from Flex. We're using the Essentials Guitars, which is a free library. Just download it. It's called Essential Guitars. And the preset's called Finger Neck Hum. Okay, next one is GMS. We're going to go to the Program tab, go to where it says Basses, and then go to Analog Bass 4 TE. Okay, it's that Drake bass. There's the guitar. Next, we have a kick, punchy kick. Here's a rim shot sample for you. A clap. We have a whoosh, in the case that you want a transition sound. I have a zap, a bonus zap, a hi-hat for you. Next up is from Flex. If you go to Essential Pianos, this one's called Rhodes Basic. And here's the chord progression. In short, we're not going to go too deep into music theory today. But this is a major ninth chord moving into the dominant ninth chord. I think with a sharp 5 and sharp 9. Then we go into A minor, and then augmented chord at the end. So that's how you go outside the key to give it that R&B feel. So for this preset, another thing is turn it off phaser mode, or else it sounds weird. It sounds like, I don't know why they started with that one, but turn up the chorus and turn off any delay and reverb effects. Also the limiter, we don't need it. Okay, so that's the chord progression to get it started. We're at 124 BPM. Turn your metronome on. So now I'm going to improv with my guitar. You could actually go to your typing keyboard icon right here, turn that on. You could also right click and go to middle C, C4, and then lay out piano. So now when I type, I can actually play my typing keyboard. Okay, I can play that as if it were an instrument. So let's practice and then let's get that starting note. Okay, so now I'm going to play. So I'm going to record notes in automation and use my typing keyboard. Also, the melody in my head starts before the downbeat. This is a bonus, but I'm going to drag this stuff to the right. I changed my snap to grid to bar mode. The melody in my head starts before the downbeat. Okay, so let's make sure we're giving ourselves enough time. Go to your channel rack here, right click, find first empty. Okay, and now I can create a new pattern. Okay, so that was a really good take, actually. Okay, so to quantize your notes, hit Alt-Q, and you can kind of mess with these notes if you like, or just leave it as is. Now, I think it needs a little quantized. Now, see how some notes go ding? Okay, so I have to manually change my snap to grid to like a quarter beat in this case, and move the notes manually if there's errors. Or you can hit Control Q to quantize to that snap to grid. You got to be careful with this though, because it can sound computerized if you quantize too much. So that just happened to be a really good take, my first take. Shout out to that. And now we're gonna go, let's right click, find first empty. Let's add our hi-hats, really simple. You're just gonna click somewhere over here, then right click, fill each 2 steps, really basic. Okay, you can switch up your hi-hats if you want. For this vibe, it's going to lay back hi-hats. Turn the volume down here, channel volume. Some beats don't even need hi-hats. Now, you see how my melody starts before the beat? Okay, so I can copy this whole thing hitting Shift to left click, okay? And I can highlight over it, and then I could grab these two and hit Control G to make that one long melodic area. Now what I could do is just copy and paste that, for this amount of length, for example, Control G, and make one long melody so that I don't have to keep resetting the notes. Okay, highlight your chords. We're gonna hit Control B to latch paste. Same with the hi-hats, highlight, hit Control B. Okay, now after the transition, let's find a empty pattern, and we're gonna add this into the playlist. I like to make my drums as I'm listening. Now again, we're 1 bar off. So for this video's sake, I'll just make this so that you can visually see. But understand our melody starts before the downbeat. All right, so now here we're at the, right after the 8 bars, we're gonna bring in the drums. So I'm gonna drag this out. So double click to go into pattern 6, X out of your window, go to channel rack. And then here you can map out your snare. Let's turn the metronome on to help you out. This clap or the snare goes on the 3 and the 7 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time the metronome hits, that's considered 1 beat. So every 3rd and 7th beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You add your snare. Now, when you get more advanced, you could change up your drum rhythms. For now, that's pretty much the run-of-the-mill drum pattern. Now let's figure out what kind of kick pattern we want. If your drums sound repetitive, understand that 2 bars in this tempo is really 1 bar. So if you want your drums to sound more interesting, maybe you need to make more pattern changes in your drum. Let's go to a new pattern, pattern 7, add this in, and we're gonna make the kicks span this amount of time. Again, go to your channel right. Not every beat needs a kick either. Okay, we're gonna highlight this, hit Control B to latch paste. Let's add our bass, GMS. Okay, so you can play it by hand or you could draw on the notes. I think my ear likes to play it by hand. Let's record this. Hold those long notes. Okay, so nice long notes there. You could hit Control Q, but for this bass specifically, we're gonna highlight these hitting Control and hit Alt on your keyboard, left click to nudge, and then make the notes overlap just a little bit. What this will do is create a pitch slide for this specific preset. Not every preset, just this one. Also pull it down an octave, Control down, just to see what this octave sounds like. I think it's a little low, but we can hit Shift, left click to drag this over. Click in the top left, go to make unique, double click in here. This is a new pattern, hit Control up. So now we have a low octave and then another low octave bass. And you can combine them by highlighting and then hit Control G to group those. And again, make sure the notes overlap just a little bit. To send everything into your mixer, go to your channel rack, double click, hit Control L. That will send everything to your mixer where you can start leveling and adding plugins. I'm going to start leveling real quick. A plugin you can add is Fruity Soft Clipper. to your stereo bus. You can turn the threshold to the left. This is soft clipping mode. So I'll kind of speed through the mixing because it's arbitrary. It sounds good. I'm just going to quickly mix just to boost the levels and add flavor. As you see, I'm moving kind of quick here. This is not really in this tutorial that you need to know all this. I'm just doing this so you have the project files for free. Again, if you want these project files for free, go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio to get the project files. I'll leave a link below. We'll get these project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Be sure to like the video and subscribe so we can help more and more millions around the world. Peace.